So can you travel through trusted house sitters full time and not pay rent? That's what I wanted to know when I started off on this journey. Hello and welcome. If you're new here to my channel, my name is Luna. My channel is Gypsy So Luna. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is a wonderful adventure that I just decided to start off on. I've always wanted to travel the country. I've been thinking about going in an RV or a teardrop camper or a van, and I just never had the time to work on making the van or the teardrop camper, to put all these things together. Everything takes so much time these days. So I had this idea about traveling with trusted house sitters. It was actually recommended by a few friends who said that they did this. So I wanted to see if it was something that was feasible. So I fixed up my car. I sold all of my stuff. I fixed my car so that I could travel across the country. I fixed up my car so I could sleep in it overnight in between house sits, so I could take time when I was traveling. And I've always wanted to camp and visit all the national parks. So I went ahead and got all my camping gear. Well, actually I got some camping gear on the way, you guys, but I got stuff to camp in my car, And I made my first house sit was in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was so incredible. And after I started off on that journey, I discovered that it was like a full-time vacation. I didn't even realize. And the more and more I've been on this journey, I've been doing this for almost 4 months now. Yes, almost 4 months completely. So I thought it was about time to do a review for you guys and let you guys know if this was possible, how I feel. I wanted to know how I would feel. Would I be stressed? Would I be able to find enough house sits in between? Would I be able to stack them so that I wasn't living out of my car? I didn't want to live out of my car. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I need more space. I like to have a full kitchen to cook in. I like to have a full bathroom to take a shower and to do beauty things and spa days. And there's so many beautiful places that you can see. I wanted to travel the country, but all these places, they have hot tubs and saunas, and there's farms with animals. It just depends on what you want to see. You get to make the choice of where you wish to stay because you apply for these different sits. And I think I applied for maybe four or five different sits before I got my first yes. So you have to apply for several. You're not going to fit in with every group or household. And I was just starting out. So this is just starting out without any reviews on trusted house sitters. But I had been doing house sitting and pet sitting most of my life. So I have a lot of experience in that area. So it was right down my line of what I would like to do, what I can do, and what I'm good at. So I thought this is a really cool journey. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. Y'all, sorry about the mess. I was just packing up, getting ready to head off to Lake Tahoe and Mammoth Lakes to camp, and I'm heading towards South Dakota. I'm gonna camp all along the way, and I'm going back. I was invited back to a house sit that I had sat at. It was my second house sit that I went to at a beautiful cabin in South Dakota in the Black Hills, which I'd never been to. I always wanted to go to. I actually got invited back, and the person that asked me back wanted me to come back enough. I wasn't sure I would have enough gas money to make it there at the end of the month, but they offered to pay my gas money to make it there. So that's another really cool benefit. Besides that, I've made friends and I've met a lot of cool people, and I've been invited to a lot of cool places. So I want to tell you, after doing this for 4 months, yes, it is possible. Yes, you can do this, and you can stay in beautiful places like this. This is actually an Airbnb. It is a beautiful Airbnb on a permaculture farm. This place is called Lazy Moon Farm. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm gonna show you guys around this beautiful place because you can find this on Airbnb if you wanna stay here. It's a beautiful garden. I'm in kind of the middle California. It's close to Sacramento, very close to Sacramento and Lake Tahoe, which is why I'm gonna head to Lake Tahoe next. There are sheep, there's 3 sheep, there's 2 pigs, they're all pets. There's a lot of chickens, and then there's a dog named Luna here, just like me. I think if I find places with a dog named Luna, I'm always more prone to go to that place because it's, I don't know, the name's kind of a vibe. I feel like I'm gonna fit in there. So, but this is, yes, it's feasible. It's really feasible. I've got a code below for 25% off. You wanna check it out. You don't even have to be traveling full time. You can just do this when you travel to take care of a place, to watch a place while someone's gone, take care of their pets and animals. And there's different requirements for different places, and all of that's listed before you take the job. Exactly what you'll be doing for those animals, how many times you're gonna be walking them, if you have to walk them at all, when to feed them, things like that. And on this farm, I have to feed so many animals. So there's a cat, a dog, pigs, sheep, and chickens. But when I do all the chores in the morning, and I water plants too, it only takes like 15 minutes in the morning to do all of these chores, and then another maybe 15 in the evening. Besides that, it's super enjoyable. It's so enjoyable to take care of animals. I love animals. So I have a little animal companion wherever I go. Sometimes it's a cat, sometimes it's a dog, but they're always like a loyal companion that's really close to me. I get extra snuggles. And I travel with my service dog, Aerie. And I've been able to travel with my service dog as well because she's very well behaved. Now, I imagine if you didn't have a dog that was well behaved, that would be harder. But if you have a well behaved dog, you can travel with your dog too. I'm not very good at looking at the camera lens. Hopefully I'm doing okay. But I just wanted to do a recording before I head out to show you guys this incredible place and some of the incredible places that you can stay through Trusted Housitters. Please check out my link below for 25% off. And I think with the code, it's like $130 a year, which is super affordable. Plus, if you can recommend it to other people, say if you use my link below to get 25% off, which I used someone else's link when I started out. If you use my link below to get the 25% off, then I get 2 free months of Trusted Housitters. So once you're traveling and you're telling other people about it and they're using your code, then you can practically travel for free full time after that, if that's something you want to do. So I'm here to tell you that this is possible. It's really great. In fact, I thought I would need to layer my sits one on top of the other to make sure I had places to stay in between. And as I've discovered, I want to take more time when I travel in between places. So I've given myself maybe a week in between some of the house sits to give myself more time to travel, to stop off at different places, to camp in different places. And of course, I fixed up my car so I could sleep in my car. I've got a little bed that goes down into the back, the seats fold down, and it's super comfortable. And I've got like car camping supplies. I've got to see so many cool places and meet so many amazing people and so many amazing pets. I just fall in love with them. I think they fall in love with me too, and they don't want to see me leave. And I always say, I'll come back. I want to come back. I want to establish relationships with some of these people so that you're not staying in new places every time. You can go back and do these sits again and stay in places that you've already been that you really like. I loved Washington State. I stayed there for 2 months at different places and they were all incredible. I stayed on a tiny homestead. I stayed at 2 lake houses. And it was just amazing. They were both kind of cabins, but they were just beautiful. And they all had different amenities and different things. And all the pets were really, really amazing. I loved them so much. One of the lakes I got to go out on paddle boards and stuff like that. It was Labor Day weekend, and there's this beautiful garden, kind of like here, but it was a little garden, but it was just overflowing. And I got to get all these vegetables and stuff like that. A lot of the places I've been, people let you eat their food. They let you have access to the stuff that's in their fridge, like whatever's gonna go, that you can eat it up so it doesn't go bad. Some people let you have access to their pantries too, to all their staple items. I know when I was in Washington, one of the last cabins that I stayed at, this was a family and she had the best pantry. You guys, there was food everywhere, and she gave me access to all the food, any food I wanted. She said if I used anything up, not to worry, just to write it down on a little notepad, just so she could pick something else up from the market. And I thought what was so cool and synchronistic about that is I was just thinking that morning, because I've decided that I want to have a tiny homestead. After staying at the tiny homestead, I thought that I always wanted one. And after staying there for a couple of weeks, I loved it so much. I definitely want a tiny homestead to have as like a base camp. And I thought I would use Trusted Housitters to find a house sitter for me while I'm traveling to take care of the homestead. And my thoughts, I was just thinking that morning before I got the text from the new house sit that I was going to about eating the food, my thought was, I think I would give them access to all the food, and they could just tell me if they used up anything, write it down on a little list so that I could pick it up from the store when I got back, so I just wouldn't go to use something and then it wasn't there. That would be the only thing. And then she sent me that text saying that I could use all the food and exactly what I was saying about writing it down. And I thought, oh my gosh, how fortuitous, how synchronous, how beautiful. So it's been a magical journey. And as I've gone along on this journey, I've discovered more freedom. Sometimes it takes a while to relax. We're all in this like rat race of having to be a place or having to be tied down somewhere, having to go someplace. But having this freedom, of course, I need to be at the pet sit on time, right? But I don't have any problem keeping that sort of schedule. And a lot of places let you come early if you need to, or early if you want to look around and they want to show you around their place and stuff. A lot of people have made dinner for me. I've gotten to meet a lot of families. I got invited out to like a 4th of July celebration. That was super fun. I went to a memorial, it was like a potluck. That was so fun too. And I've made more connections in the community for other people that wanted house sits. So this has just been an incredible journey. And after 4 months, I say yes, it is amazing. It is amazing. Now, I think there is a stress to it to make sure that you have all of the sits lined up. So it's nice to have a friend that you can go stay with as well. So right now I'm gonna go back to a house sit, and this person actually has a whole bottom level to their house that's like a separate apartment, and they said I could come and stay there anytime I wanted to take a break. So I'm gonna go pet sit for them, I'm gonna house sit for them, I'm gonna go early so we can hang out. And then I've got another house that they heard I was coming to the area and they wanted me to come back with 2 Goldens, which is really fun. They have a hyperbaric oxygen chamber that I got to use, which is super incredible. Like there's really, really cool things that you get to do, really cool people you're going to get to meet. And I highly recommend it. It's like the best thing. It's the best choice I've ever made in my life. It's just been so amazing. It's like it's a journey. Life is a journey, and I'm learning to enjoy the journey and to not stress out, and I'm feeling so free. Let me show you this is a beautiful Airbnb. Again, it's called Lazy Moon Farms. Let me send this out so you can see, and I'll show you. So this is Lazy Moon Farms, right? This is the beautiful Airbnb that we're staying at, that we stayed at for a week. It's got a full kitchen, everything that you need. It's very, very, very cute, very modern, very modern. There's a desk and a work area. There is a bookshelf full of amazing books. She has really good taste in books. I think I probably should have turned another light on over here. So here's the sleeping area. It's really comfortable. The bed was really comfortable. And then there's like a whole, and there's beautiful artwork everywhere. And then there's like a whole bathroom. The bathroom suite is really, really nice. Can you see it? So yeah, this is one of the amazing places you can stay. I'll have other parts of this video where you can see outside. I'll show you the grounds, and I'll show you some of the pets and the animals, and like some of the things that you can do here on Lazy Moon Farm. If you want to find this place as an Airbnb, if you want to come and stay here, there's a bathtub outside. You can take a bath outside. It's super cool. So I just wanted to say that yes, you can do this. Yes, this is feasible. This is very, very, it's even practical even. It's practical. It's great because I don't have to stay full-time in an RV. I'm not full-time camping. I'm not full-time camping in my car. And again, it's only, with the code below, it's only like $130 to start out. It's so worth it. That's like one hotel night, you guys. It's like one night in a hotel, and it's like way more expensive than one night in an Airbnb. So it's super worth it. I highly recommend it. Again, I'll have that code below. And if you want to follow my journey as I'm traveling across the country and finding this newfound freedom, to see if this is something you would like to do, or I'll be camping and staying in national parks and stuff like that too. So please follow my channel. I would love to have you here. Please subscribe. Please share to anyone who you know might enjoy a journey like this. And again, I'm so excited to share this with you. My name's Luna. I travel with my service dog, Aerie, and we're off on a journey to travel around the country with trusted house sitters. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.